AMD announced its two new flagship GPUs, the RX 7900 XTX and RX 7900 XT, on November 3, 2022, during the Together We Advance _gaming event. These GPUs will release and become available for purchase on December 13, 2022. Lisa Su first announced two GPUs on the Navi 31 die, the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, and Radeon RX 7900 XT. The RX 7900 XTX is AMD's flagship, so it will have the full 96 GHz, a game clock frequency of 2.3 GHz, 24 GB GDDR6, and all of that at a total board power of 355 W. That's a 15% increase in frequency over the RX 6950 XT and a 20% increase in CUS compute units. Another addition to the RDNA 3 lineup will be DisplayPort 2.1. With DP 2.1, users can get 8K at 165 Hz and 4K at 480 Hz. Nvidia's flagship RTX 4090 is still stuck with DP 1.4, which is limited to 8K at 60 Hz or 4K at 120 Hz. AMD shared some benchmarks slides with performance, but don't take these for granted. Always wait for third-party benchmarks to see the true performance of these types of products. AMD also advertises the possibility of playing 8K games at a high refresh rate while using the RX 7900 XTX and FSR. And above 60 FPS performance at 4K with ray tracing enabled. At 4K native compared to the RX 6950 XT, the RX 7900 XTX can output up to 1.7x better performance. That's a considerable leap in generational performance without any upscaling technology. Ray tracing performance also sees up to 1.6x more FPS in Doom Eternal. Nvidia is the leader in RT performance for a couple of years now, so we're excited to see AMD finally delivering something competitive in this sector. For now, that's all the performance numbers we get, so make sure to come back to this article, the RX 7000 series releases, to see exactly how well the GPUs will perform. It's exhilarating once we consider the potential performance and efficiency improvement of RDNA 3 over RDNA 2. Take the performance per watt increase between AMD's old GCN architecture and RDNA 1 as an example. Then, we saw another monumental 50% performance per watt leap from RDNA 1 to RDNA 2. With RDNA 3, AMD surpassed its goal and achieved 54% better performance per watt compared to RDNA 2. There were a lot of rumors circulating that AMD will follow in Nvidia's footsteps and push their power draw over 400 W, but, fortunately for us, that does not seem to be the case. The RX 7900 XTX is limited to 355 W total board power and will not need any kind of proprietary connector adapter like Nvidia's RTX 4090. To further decrease power draw, AMD decouples clocks in different parts of the GPU die. This allows front-end clocks to run at higher 2.5 GHz frequencies while shaders are running at 2.3 GHz, which ultimately leads to up to 25% power savings. With RDNA 3 we are also getting a couple of new and updated technologies. Most notable are FSR 3.0 and Hyper RX. Supposedly, it can deliver up to 2 times more FPS compared to FSR 2. It won't release until 2023 though. That's all the information we got for now. Of course, Radeon Super Resolution will also be available for RX 7000 users. Now, this is where things get interesting. AMD also announced a new technology named Hyper RX, which should also release in the first half of 2023. Hyper RX should supposedly improve FPS and lower latency by a considerable amount. In the short preview at the event, AMD showed an almost 85% increase in FPS and a 60% decrease in latency. These are some serious claims and we are definitely interested to hear more about Hyper RX. It could be something similar to Nvidia's DLSS 3 frame generation. Encoding and decoding with a new media engine, AMD has also improved media encoding, decoding, and stream transcoding, which has been a serious problem for AMD GPUs for years. Nvidia's NVENC was miles ahead. With AV1 coding, quality of videos and streams should improve considerably and may even be better than NVENC. Furthermore, AMD announces Smart Access Video, which can be used to pair Ryzen and Radeon together for a 30% uplift in 4K multi-screen transport. This will probably introduce more uplifts in other similar workloads.